What's going on, everybody? It's Retro Handhelds 24. Today we're going to be trying to get the God of War 3 game to just load. Been tinkering with this game and trying to see what works, as well as I was doing other things that if this does work, and obviously I'll go over it. Just pretty quick, whatever, normal mode.
My vengeance ends now.
We did it.
My brothers, we were forged in victory. A victory that ended the Great War and brought forth the reign of Mount Olympus.
Okay, I don't know if I can skip this, but I don't want to press any buttons. So I'll go over the settings. I just recorded like 3 videos that I wasn't going to post because I didn't get to this point. I had to use the ROG Ally X as a PC today to get an update for the game. There's other things that I did too that I didn't need to use the PC for, but if you have this game, or if you have a game with and it crashes, or you get the black screen, you can't go forward, you need the update. And in order to get the update, which isn't hard, you could just Google that, but to apply it, you need to do it on the RPC S3 PC version emulator. I don't know why no one has talked about this or told anybody to help them out. It makes no sense to me. But I can't guarantee that this game's going to work. We're just getting through the beginning, which I wanted to do. It's going to run like trash, just like every other video. But this is a huge accomplishment. And I have right color buffers on, but I'm pretty sure I need the other ones on too. I just didn't turn them on yet. We'll be lucky if we get to the gameplay, if we get like, you know, the standard 10, 12 frames a second. Again, I would skip this if I knew it would just load, but I haven't gotten to the scene yet, so I don't want to crash the system. Oh! Come on! Okay. Always surprises me. Just want to get to a point where we don't have to go through that again, and we can come back after we readjust the settings. Okay, if I exit out of this, I'm fairly sure it's going to crash. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. So let's see what we can do. I didn't even touch that. We're gonna change that to 6. We're gonna change that to mega. This is important. So this SPU thing was at 0 wake up delay. We'll go over that after, but video, we'll turn on what we definitely need. Read color buffers. I don't care if it looks like crap, so we're not going to touch trick render mode. We have CPU lit on, and you can have that on as long as you have read color buffers on. I even have the relax C call for better performance, but who knows if that's working. Resolution scale is at 50, believe it or not. What we're looking to do is smooth it out. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we could do. We'll try a different GPU driver. It's probably going to crash though. Oh no, it's still working. Oh, I know what we can do. But I don't think it'll work. Okay, that worked a little faster than I thought it would. Okay, we can... That might crash it. Oh, there's one more thing. I haven't fiddled with this game in a long time. Gotta look for it. It's up here. God. Did I pass it? No. Where the heck is it? Did I take it out or something? Should be in here. Alright, let's see. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Where is it? There we are. Ultra atomic. Oh my god, I can't believe it's still working. We're still only averaging like 4 FPS. Alright. Now here's the sucky part. All those things I changed, I don't know if it's going to work to load everything up correctly like it did. But we'll find out. And if it crashes, I'm not going to push you guys through watching more me trying to get it to work. It's just I wanted to get past the loading screen, which I did. I've seen many people show it off. That's why I didn't really want to touch it, because whatever they were doing, they weren't saying. Or they were just using like an elite chip, which, you know, as of right now, there's not really a handheld that has an elite chip unless you use a phone and a telescopic controller. So yeah. But then I seen other people do it like on their, I seen people do it on the Odin, and I was like, well, how'd you do that? Like, what are your settings? And they just wouldn't show it off. Like, well, don't keep it a secret. Damn. It could just be about anything I just changed. So I'll try one more time and then I'll tell you just basically what you need to do to get the game or a game that you're having troubles with working. We're definitely going back to core and we're changing something. Let's see. Keep it safe. The point is that we got it to load. So now it's just a matter of time. I don't think with where we're at, we're gonna get it to run great or good or 30 frames a second, obviously, because that would have been all over the internet. But the way I got it to work, because I had the version that I have this game, well, this version of the game was corrupted or something, right? So wherever I downloaded it or got it from, it said it had an update and everything, so I thought it was good to go. But it would either load, and then I think it was either past this screen, it would black screen. Like this wouldn't show up, or the thing before this that showed up wouldn't show up. It would just be a black screen. The way I'm getting past all this, just do God normal, just load. Zoom.
My vengeance ends now.
And there's a patch to get past this.
Brothers,
Just let that thing talk. And we'll use this for right now while that's doing what it's doing. So I had to use PC.
Our mountain emerged out of the chaos.
Okay. And this is, as you can see at the top, this is RPC S3, the PC emulator. And I have these 3 games here. And what's cool about this version of RPC S3 is that in version right here, sorry, it's kind of small. Like this screen is the same size as the Odin, but when you get to Windows, everything's so tiny. In this, it'll say version and then the version that you got, but it'll also say if there's updates, right? So I had the update on this one, but it was corrupted or it was bogus or whatever the problem was. I downloaded the update for this game and then I just reinstalled it to the game and then the game worked, as you can see, kind of. There's some sweet patches, so let me show you the patches. So you would right click on the game. It's all in this freaking emulator. I don't know why they don't incorporate it into the Android version, but you could click here and then you get all these patches. Okay, it's still going. So the version of the game I knew I had was 1.0 because I didn't get the 1.3 until I installed it. So the version of the game I had was corrupted because the update wasn't correct. But right off the bat, you can disable bloom, you can like disable color grading, you could disable all this stuff to get better performance, and then it'll save it in the game. And then this is the update, like you get speed boost, like you could disable more stuff to just get better performance, and it's really cool. They're still going, okay. But anyways, the way I got the update, and I got updates for all these games so they can work better, so I could just copy them from here and then put them on here so they would have the updated version with the, the update inside the game. Here, hold on. Let's see if we got better performance. Or I mean, things are loading clear, but it's still crappy. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Damn it, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to disable audio. It's probably not gonna work now because the game already loaded. Yeah, no, it's not gonna. All right, let's try it again. And while it's loading up, I'll go over more settings. Okay. God. Put there. So anyways, you'll have to do this on a PC. Any PC, doesn't matter. You're not going to run the game. If your PC can't handle, if you've got a laptop or something, it doesn't, like, that's all you need to get the game updated. Because you need to do it in the RPC S3 emulator, unfortunately, on PC. But it is a cool emulator. I wish, like, they just moved faster with the the operating system in Android to like, I mean, even tells you compatibility. It's just really cool. But yeah, so as you can see in version, all these games don't have updates because they've been updated. The way I get my updates is, I can't see. Minimize that. Or we'll just go here. Go to GitHub and then download Rusty PSN. Make sure to get this from GitHub. You get the latest version. So it's already opened. You would get the ID name. This is for Turok. And you would click search, and then this will pop up. You would download it, and then it'll create basically a PKG file folder for you. Mine's on my desktop. In that folder, we have all the updates now. Uncharted, God of War, Turok, right? So in PS3 or RPCS3, if you want to update a game, you don't need to do much. You just go to File, right? And you go to Install Packages. And then, look for where the folder is. Mine was on the desktop, so that's where it is. And then I just click whatever, Turok. And then I'll say, do you want to install this package? You can also like drag and drop it on here too, I think. And then just say yes, and then it'll update the game. And then you have the updated version. Then what you can do is, which is a little more tricky, but I'll show you guys. So you want these updated versions, right? You want to drag them to, like, put an SD card. Like, I'm too lazy to just put the micro SD in. I just use this. You plop it in, right? Or your computer, whatever, what have you, as long as it reads the micro SD card. You put it in. It'll pop up. And then if you want to get the game, the updated game in RPC S3, you would just go to your folders. Where is it? Do I have it on here? I mean, I know I have it on here, but I gotta look for it. You have to go C drive, and then I think it's in program files. Yeah, so I didn't really title it. That's just generic. And then, so you look for, you'd like navigate to find the PS3 or RPC S3 emulator, and then once you get into the files, kind of like on Android, you would just go to your games. Then I have all my games, but they're updated now, and you can see the times, like when they got updated, so they're updated. So you would just, oops, that's not what I want to do. Like, I want to copy Uncharted, right click it, copy, and then wherever your micro SD card folder is, paste, good to go. Now you have the PKG file, so it's unzipped, it's got the update. You don't need to see the update, it's already in the game, and then you can load it in, and that's how it's done. So simple. Nobody's talking about that. Why? I don't know. That's not illegal. Updates are not illegal. Pirating, yes. Updates, no. You're fine. But with that, this game would never work. And nobody would explain it. Nobody would want to talk about it. And it was just bonkers. It was like, I see people get it loaded up on their Odin, and they're like, yeah, it's running good. It's running better, and it's like 15 frames, That's cool, but it's like, how did you get past the loading screen, and how did you get past like the crashing and all this? You just need an update. Well, how do you update it if you can't? Because when you use this, and even if you download the PKG file, you can't, I'm not sure, it's not, I don't care if it loads or not at this point. It's going to be like 2 frames more with no sound. It's not going to be amazing. This is taking too long, so that's really not the point. This is going to be like, oh, okay. Yeah, see, we were struggling at 4, and now we're at 4, maybe 5 without audio. So I still have to do tinkering to figure it out. The res is low as heck, it's at 50, plus the lowest resolution, and we're still barely getting performance, you know? I am using the revision 1, 25.1, just because that one tends to give me more frames per second with the PS3 games. So I needed something to also help push through, and I felt like that was the most reliable. I was going to try Qualcomm, but I didn't want to waste too much time on this. And sure enough, I mean, we got to this point several times. In fact, after changing settings, it's not like it crashes anymore, it just sucks to play. Like, this is what I figured it was going to be. There's some other settings that, you know, I'll have to figure out on my own, I guess, because no one else is talking about it, but that really aggravates me. It's a community, like, we should all be sharing, like, what we do to get things working better and, like, loading. And telling someone it's like, oh, you just need the update is not good enough, I believe, especially if someone just has the Android device handheld that is capable of this emulation, but at the same time doesn't know what else is missing or how to implement the updates to the game. Because you can't just drag and drop the update in the file. Like, it doesn't work that way. However, I'm not 100% sure. But you may be able to throw in the update through one of these, because on RPCS3 you could drag and drop it. So this is how this thing takes files. It might work the same way. I haven't tried it, so I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe you could do it that way. I did it this way with the PC because I know it was going to be official and I wouldn't have to worry about it or second guess it. I know my God of War 3 is now going to load, and now from here it's just a matter of tinkering and figuring out what I can do to get it to run better than what we just saw. We're not going to see much improvement because the limitations of the emulator. I don't think it's really the device. This chipset is still pretty strong. It's just the emulation needs to be more prone to a cell phone chip. Because, you know, this is pretty powerful and stuff, but it's not like this is not night and day when it comes to the PS3 emulation or Switch for that matter. It's just, this is, you know, it's just different. So it's more optimized to handle the PC stuff, right? And this is actually more powerful than the Z1 Extreme, believe it or not. It's just that it's just different architecture. So until this gets updated more, you know, it is what it is. However, if you want to get past the black screen, or if you want a game to work that has the crash, your PS3 it's crashed or whatever, you need to get the update. The easiest way to find out if that's the case is to go on your PC and just download RPC S3 from the official site. You know, and you gotta install the firmware. Once you do that, you can take your micro SD card or wherever you got your games, drag a game on, and that's it. You don't need to load it up or anything, because that's not what we're doing. We're trying to optimize the game. I'll try to see what I could do with the patches, because there is a patch folder. And also, let's see if I deleted it or if it's still there. I made a folder in here, custom configurations, because I had a patch for God of War 3, like all those things I checked off, and I saved it, and I took the patch, put it in patches, and then there's another thing that's not here. It's called custom configurations for the game. So you have the patch, and then that patch with the game connected to it in that folder. So when you load it up, you know, you can do these things like skip scenes, cut straight to the gameplay, not deal with that cutscene, because we just been through it several times. It's forever. But I didn't even load it up on the ROG Ally. I just fixed the game, moved it over here, and then started tinkering with this with other games to get them updated. So when I get the games that I couldn't get to work updated and bring them over here, we could just start messing around with them and see how to get them to work, right? But I didn't I didn't see it, that didn't work. I put the patches in, didn't work. But I'll see if I can work around it. The point is just like no one said that you have to do this way to get things to work. If you have like a PC and you emulate RPCS3, then you know in this emulator it'll tell you like what you need. So these games like Turok should run better now. This loads. I haven't tried Uncharted yet, but I'm sure. So I'll put like Uncharted on here. Only I haven't fiddled too much with the settings on here. You can make custom settings. Uncharted runs decent, but still under 30 frames a second. You know, and that's with turbo mode on, right? So there's still tinkering you need to do to get that game working. And it's not like it's not 1080p, I think it's at 720. So it's like this thing, how much money is this thing? You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be so powerful, da da da. Like, yeah, the game loads up and it works, but I don't expect it to work really well. But no, that's not the case. It's still under 30 frames a second. I don't know. I gotta fit around with this too to figure out the PC version of like the settings I can max out. The only thing I do know of is playing around with this. Oops, sorry. No, not here. Oh, I'm sorry, advanced. Yeah, this, okay. So he was talking about RetroTech Dad. I was watching his video on PS3 emulation on here to see like what settings I needed to do to get games to work the best on here. And it was pretty thorough, but he didn't change much. And then he had one little clip where he's like, if I run into any problems with the game and I can't get it to load, I'll start messing with this. And it's called driver wake up delay, right? And he's like, I'll start moving it to like, well, it's not letting me touch it right now. I guess I have to be in a game to touch it. But he's like, I'll start moving around to 200 and then I'll apply. And then if that doesn't work, I'll increase it. So what did I do? I took his advice and went to advanced settings, core, scroll all the way to the bottom. And I started playing with SPU wake up delay. And I started with 200 and then went to 300 and then went to 330. The thing is, I don't know if increasing it more is going to make it run worse versus finding the sweet spot, right? 200 got the game to get to the loading screen. So I went to like 400 or 500, game was worse. So it's like you got to play around with it and find that sweet spot. But it's something, again, that I didn't know about. That alone might just help in general. So take advantage of that. Play around with it. Start with like, I don't know, 100, 200, 300, because it's Android, it's different. But it definitely helped with that game. I just don't know what the sweet spot is. But yeah, that's basically what I found out today. You can get the patches. You can't really apply them. I will show you the folder because we're right there anyways. So this is the RPCS3 folder. And then right here we got patches, right? And then there's the patch. That's my custom patch for God of War 3 to have all those things checked off. So when I start the game, I don't have to deal with that. And then, where is it? Is it in, like, this is easy, but it's very annoying. I think it's in config, yeah. Then yeah, see, there's a folder called custom configurations. Now, that probably was created after I made a folder, right? And since we can't do that, I just made a folder called custom configurations. And in that folder, we have We have a few because I was playing around, but you know, I think I'm not sure which one's which. Whatever. One of these is God of War 3. And that's my custom configuration for God of War 3. So I did that. I made the folder. I put the patch in the patch folder. Didn't see any improvement. I mean, not until I played with that delay thing. It's kind of like on the Azahar emulator, where you increase it, you get maybe better performance. But I wasn't able to skip through the cutscene, basically what that patch was supposed to do, and checking all those things off to get better performance. So I'll work on that tomorrow. Maybe there is a way. But definitely transferring the updated games to Android and then just loading the game up definitely works. Take full advantage of that. It's kind of confusing and it's very time consuming. But little by little, if you start here and then just work here and then save your game, transfer it over here, you have a lot better chance of getting it to load and getting past like things that wouldn't work. So like if I get a game working, you're like, oh, how'd you get past the black screen? I'm not going to just tell you to download a different version. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to get the update, and you're going to have to get the update installed. And this way is the only way right now I know how to do it, is through the RPC S3 PC version emulator. It does it really quick. There's probably a way to zip or compress the PKG files together. I don't know how to do that yet, but I'm sure there is. And then you can get the full game and then just do it that way, maybe on Android, but I don't think so. I still think you need to do it on a PC. So unfortunately, you know, it is what it is with that. But it's definitely promise. Now we have a working God of War 3 game. It's just a matter of time before they update it, and it's just a matter of time before I find like the best settings to get it working correctly. It just, now there's a start to getting that game to work. But if you made it this far, thank you again so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.